Hello guys, this is Silva here again. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys another powerful boom and crash strategy. Alright, in fact this is a VIP strategy, but I've decided to give it to the beginners out there for free so that they can use it to multiply their account balance. Okay, so this strategy is strictly designed for the beginners. Alright, and even if you're a pro, you can use this strategy also. Alright, now I want you guys to listen to every details of this video. I don't want you guys to miss any part of this video because this is like me giving you guys a gift, all right, with this strategy. All right, so I'll be explaining how to make money with this strategy. All right, so what I want from you is your listening ear and your seriousness to practice this strategy once you have learned it. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I'm going to quickly share with you guys the indicator first. All right, then after that I'll be explaining how the strategy works. Okay, so you click on this F icon here. After clicking on that, as you can see here, we have 3 moving average, right? So you are going to be clicking on the main window plus icon, then you search for the first moving average. Now for this one, the period is 200, the shift is 0, method is simple, apply to is close, the level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame. Now the style you make it color blue, 3 pixel, you click on done. All right, now the next one we have here is the moving average. Again, you click on the main window plus icon, you search for your moving average. Now the period for this one is 35, right? The color is red, 3 pixel. Any other thing is the same as the first one, you click on done. The next indicator we have here is still moving average, right? So you click on this plus icon again, you search for your moving average. The period for this one is 10, the color is yellow, 3 pixel, you click on done. Any other thing is the same as the rest, right? Now for the stochastic oscillator, you click on the main window plus icon again, you search for your stochastic oscillator. All right, everything here is 1, price yield is low high, method is simple, the levels you make it 8515, color red, 3 pixel, you click on done. Time frame is all time frame. Under the style you make the main, the color of your background 1 pixel. All right, you make it 1 pixel, and that's it. The signal you make it the color of your background white, 1 pixel, and you click on done. Right, now the next indicator we have here is the Ichimoku. So you have to click on the indicator in the 1 plus icon here, then you search for your Ichimoku. Now these are the properties. The Tenkan Sen is 9, Kinjun Sen is 26, the Senkun span B is 52. You unfill it, right? You unfill it, and the time frame is all time frame. Now under the style you make the Tenkan Sen color blue, 4 pixel, right? Then the remaining ones you make it the color of your background, 1 pixel for all of them. So you make it 1 pixel for all of them. After that you click on done. All right, so once you have set everything correctly as I've just explained, you are going to have a screen like this one here, right? Now before I explain how the strategy work, I want to quickly remind you guys about the powerful boom and crash strategy, the VIP boom and crash strategy for growing as little as a $5 account. Okay, so long as you can use this, so long as you can open a position in the market, you'll be able to use this strategy I'm talking about to grow that small account into a larger account. Okay, so if you are a beginner and you have been blowing your account, you should come get this strategy. Okay, so if you're interested, you check the description of this video, you are going to see my WhatsApp contact there. All right, make sure to message me and we'll discuss on how you get this strategy. Okay, so you should not dull on this opportunity. Okay, so that's that about that. All right, so now back to the strategy here, all right, which is also a VIP strategy. Okay, in case you cannot come to get the other one. Now before we go further, if you know you are just coming across my channel for the first time, please make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a powerful strategy or an educational video like this, you get notified immediately. Okay, so these are the conditions in order to make money or trade with this strategy profitably. All right, now first of all, the most important thing is that you want to first of all see this Ichimoku blue line here. All right, you want to see that it has touched the oversold level here. all right, this 15 level, this blue line here needs to be touching this red line here at the oversold level. All right, so once you see that it's touching the oversold level, that's one condition being met. All right, it means that you are ready and set to go into the market. All right, but that's not all. Now you are going to observe the main chart here. All right, you are going to observe the main chart. Now you see this yellow line here. You want to wait for price to cross above it. All right, now this is how you know that it has successfully crossed above the yellow line. Now you see this candlestick here that close. All right, now the candlestick that will be breaking above this yellow line, right, it needs to close successfully above the yellow line. All right, that candlestick needs to close successfully above the yellow line. All right, so immediately you see that it has closed above that yellow line. What you do is that you go in quickly and pick 5 candles. All right, now with this strategy, these 5 candles, you must get it. All right, with this strategy, and if you listen to everything I'll be saying in this video, you are sure to make money on daily basis with this strategy. Okay, so now, like I said earlier, you wait for the blue line to get to the oversold level first. This is crash 1000, take note of that. All right, so once it gets to this level, you wait for price to cross above your yellow line. All right, so once price crosses above this yellow line, you pick 5 candles. All right, so once you get the 5 candles, now again, this strategy has multiple opportunity for you to make money, right? Another method you can apply is the break of structure, right? Now you wait for price to break above the most recent structure the market made, right? So once it breaks, you have already picked your 5 candles here, right? Remember, so once it breaks again above this red line, and then finally above this most recent structure the market made here, all right, you can pick as much candlestick as you want. All right, but this opportunity will not present itself all the time, so you need to be careful. You can stick to taking of 5 candles if you want. All right, but I'm adding an extra bonus to you guys, so you can pick immediately the candlestick closes above the last peak of the candlestick, the most recent structure made. You can decide to pick as much candlestick as you want. All right, till price gets to the next structure, or this blue line here. All right, this is the 200 moving average. So once price gets to this area, you can close your market and lock in your profit. All right, and you wait for the next opportunity. All right, so now before I move further, I want to point out some important things you need to know. All right, so now you can see that why all this is happening. All right, why all this is happening, before you wait for this to get to this place and you take advantage of it, you need to note that this red and the yellow line needs to first of all be below this blue line. All right, so this blue line here is serving us as your 200 moving average. Let me make the line bold so that to be thicker than the rest of them. So now you see that this yellow and the red line needs to be below this area here. All right, before you apply any of the condition I've mentioned earlier. All right, so you need to take note of that. Now you can see that it's below it. All right, now this strategy is trying to catch the trend reversal. All right, so whenever price is in a downtrend, you want to be able to catch the reversal of the market when it's going against the trend. All right, so this is what the strategy is all about. All right, you want to get the reversal of the trend, right? So that's why you need to wait for the red and the yellow line to be below this area here, and then you look for buy entries, right? So now let's move to another example so that you understand this strategy very well. So at this area, you can see that the yellow and red is above our blue moving average, so you don't need to look for any entry at all. All right, even if this blue line here gets to the oversold, you still don't need to look for any entry. You need to respect the rules of the strategy in order to make money with it. So let's go. You can see the condition was not even met here, so no need, right? You can see around here it's remaining small to get to our 15 level, but it did not reach, so you don't need to take any entry at all, right? Then around this area, you can see that it's at the sold level. So and you can see the red and the yellow line are below our blue 200 moving average here. So now once the condition is met, you need to take advantage of it, right? So now you wait for price to cross above your yellow line. Like I earlier said, the candlestick needs to close above the yellow line successfully. So once you see something like this, you go in for 5 candles. Here you must get the 5 candles successfully. All right, so once you get your 5 candles, you exit and you wait for the next opportunity to present itself, right? So in this case, this here I think is the most recent structure. If you are to apply that in this trade, the most recent structure is around this area. So you can see the price made another one here. All right, so there's another structure here. All right, so you can see the price eventually close above it. So you can take another entry from here down to the blue line and then you exit again, just like we did in the first one. All right, so that's how the strategy works. So let's go again. Now you see that our condition is being met here and the yellow and red line is below our blue moving average, right? So you wait for crossing, you pick your 5 candles around here. Let's wait for another opportunity again. So you can see that the condition is being met here again, right? You wait for the crossing and then you pick your 5 candles. You wait for the next opportunity. You can see the yellow and red is above, so no need to look for anything there. And here again, you can see that the condition is being met. You wait for the crossing, you pick your 5 candles, and guys, you can see how this strategy is working. You can see how it works. All right, so you can see condition is being met, you wait for 5 candles around here. All right, so that's how basically the strategy work. What I want you guys to do is to back test it. All right, back test it very well for yourself and see that the strategy is working before you go in with your hard-earned money. And one thing I like about this strategy is that you don't need to stress yourself to go to the higher time frame to know the direction of the market. So long as you are doing your analysis using this blue line 200 moving average, the yellow and the red, all right, you are good to go. All right, you just need to do your analysis here on the 1 minute time frame, take your entry, follow the rules, and you are good to go. All right, so I think that's going to be all for this video. What I want you guys to do is to back test it or demonstrate it for like a week or two every day. Just come into the chat, demonstrate this strategy, test it out for yourself and see if it's working for you before you go in with your hard-earned money. Okay, so for those of you who have not yet joined the Telegram channel, the link is in the description of this video. There in the Telegram channel I share free signals on daily basis that will help you grow your small account. Okay, so that's it guys, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you out.